All right, so today I'm looking at building a shade for our poor vegetable garden that's getting burned up by the sun. We got just some cherry tomatoes and some heirlooms and New Girl, small tomatoes, collard greens, and peppers. And then I'm also going to replace the this tarp that I got on our chicken pen with for both of them. I'm going to be using this this Coloroo garden shade. Got them from Lowe's. I had to order the green one. It's 30%. And around to English. It's 30% UV block. I'm gonna use that on the garden, and then the 90%. I'm gonna use that for the chicken pen. Got some of these 1x1 posts. These are pressure treated, so they're good for use outside. I'm gonna bury them. These are 8 foot long. I went ahead and dug about 12-inch deep holes, equally spaced around the garden. I'm gonna use four. I'm gonna put 4 1x1 posts up, and I'm gonna anchor them with. We got 20 pounds of Quikrete. It's already mixed up, so I'll go ahead and get this stuff set in the ground. To set the posts, I just got a 40-pound bag of Quikrete. I cut it in half, so this 20 pounds mixed with 4 cups of water. I go ahead and I've already partitioned them off into quarters, so it's roughly about 5 pounds of concrete inside for each post, and that'll give us a 7-foot post to basically bear the wind for the shades. You don't need anything bigger than this for those shades. They're not heavy. I would say probably the smaller post is the best way to go to provide flexibility for wind shear, to keep to help protect the shade from ripping and tearing for if you live in an area that's got high winds. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the concrete in. Lumber's the price is going up so much now to where it's so expensive. It's probably considered an investment whenever you're buying it and using it to build something. So when you're in the store, be it Lowe's, Ace Hardware, whatever store you're going to, take a look at them down the line and make sure they're straight as possible. I don't care if you got to go through the whole bundle. You don't want ones that are warped. Which this one's a little warped on the end. It's not too bad though. That'll probably be the end I'll bury. But you'll see some that are cracked and they have knots in them, or if they're completely just warped, just where you can't use them. Don't get them. Put them back. So whenever I'm setting this, I guess I should have mentioned it before I put that one in, but when you put it in, like I said earlier, the hole is about 12 inches. Fill it up with dirt after you put the post in, about 3 inches from the bottom, 3 or 4, before you put the concrete in. That way it'll allow the concrete to actually set around the pole instead of underneath it. All right, got the post set. I'm gonna let them cure for about a day, and then I'll come back out and check them. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and tear that tarp off, or tear it off, but take it off the chicken pen and put that 90% UV protection shade on there. All right, so I finished the 90% UV shade on the chicken pen. I'm gonna see how this nylon string holds. It's not intended for the main support. I have it tied to each corner just to hold the corners in underneath the chicken wire and the fence railing. So the chicken wire is actually doing the actual holding of it. It's wedged in between there, and it's on each rail and at the top. So it's we'll see how it does with this with the Florida wind. And yeah, but if you're wondering what that is, that's my solar powered exhaust fans for the chicken coop. So it's got a solar panel, and then whenever I got the fans that I actually cut a hole out on the side of the chicken coop and put them in.